everybody. Welcome to this week's Clear Path Leadercast, where we are going to discuss the topic, why do your leadership team meetings suck? A little provocative maybe, but a true statement. A lot of leadership team meetings are terrible. I can think back to a series of team meetings I used to have to attend, and they broke so many rules of what a good meeting should be. First, they set up a meeting set of rules that only one person would attend to represent each division, that there was a certain format for every presentation, that no presentation would last more than a set period of time, something like 5 minutes. And there were probably 15 to 20 people just on that basis. And what happened in those meetings? One, several of the departments sent multiple people to the meeting for reasons I do not know, but they were allowed to continue to do so for weeks. Because of that, their presentation time exceeded the allotted time by dramatic chunks of time. And on top of that, most people didn't even follow the prescribed format. And even worse, there was zero accountability for it. So it just went on and on. The only thing that anyone really gained from those meetings was if they were fortunate enough to be on one of the text chats that were full of snark about how the meeting was going. And that was really the highlight of it. And that is maybe an extreme example, but that is how so many leadership team meetings go. So what we are going to do today, as always on Clear Path Leadercast, is give you 3 actionable tips that you can use to make your team meetings better, to get them focused, to actually make them be something that moves your business forward instead of just wastes everybody's time all day. My name is Craig Anderson. I am the president of Clear Path Coaching and Consulting. I work with accidental leaders who find themselves in leadership roles and are struggling and looking for ways to become as effective as possible, even if they don't have an MBA. And that's what we really work on. So if you have some things that you would like to be better at in your leadership, check out down here on the scroll. You can schedule a call with me at clearpathcoaches.com/intro call. Would love to talk to you. As we're going through today's presentation, you can absolutely jump in with any questions or comments you have. If you're tied onto StreamYard, I'll see your name. Otherwise, just ask the question and I will be more than happy to answer it while we're here live. If you come in and catch this on replay, give me a hashtag replay. Any questions you have, I will be happy to answer as well. So let's dive into the content, because we provide you these 3 tips in less than 15 minutes every Thursday on Clear Path Leadercast. So 1, why should I have a meeting? This is a question that many people do not ask before they have the meeting. It's just, oh, we have to have a meeting and put it on the calendar. So 1, there's really only 4 kinds of meetings, 4 reasons we want to have a meeting. 1 is a learning meeting that's going to actually generate knowledge. So trainings on important topics, etc. Learning meetings. Innovation meetings. We've got a problem to solve as a business. Let's get together and get focused on solving that problem. Commitment meetings. We've got a couple big decisions to make. I need everyone at the table to make that decision. And that's the only reason we're having the meeting. It's not a problem-solving meeting or a learning meeting. And then alignment meetings. If we're planning for the future, we want to get the team aligned. So really 4 meetings: learning, innovation, commitment, and alignment. If that's not the topic, you don't need a meeting. Status update meetings are the worst. We're dragging everybody into Zoom calls now or in-person meetings to drone on and on with a bunch of status updates over an hour of my day that I could instead read in 15 minutes in a summary email followed a prescribed format. Super easy. Quit wasting people's time with update meetings. Again, focus. So your takeaway today, focus on 4 kinds of meetings for your business or your company. 1, learning, innovation, commitment, or alignment. That's it. So we now know the kinds of meetings that we are going to have for our business. So what's next? 1, we want to start every meeting with a plan and a desired outcome. So what are the topics that we're going to cover in that meeting? Get whoever is leading that meeting that list of topics. What are the purpose of the topics we're going to have? If it's an update, again, I don't want to have that meeting. If you're just there to provide updates, send me an email. I will read it and we are done. Discussion. If there's a discussion, so when we talk about a commitment meeting to make decisions or innovation meetings for problem solving or alignment meetings, get some pre-read out there. Let's not come into the meeting cold. Let's make sure everybody who is in that meeting is prepared for the meeting that we're about to have and the topic and the decision we need to make if it's a decision-based meeting. And then finally, what's the desired outcome? Why are we having this meeting? We're having this meeting to make a decision. We're having this meeting to generate commitment. We are having this meeting to solve a problem, and that's the topic I'm presenting forward. Get people prepared. Don't waste people's time in a meeting getting them updated with a bunch of information they could have read before they walked in the door faster than listening to you drone on and on with the update. So thing 2, have a plan, have a desired outcome for your meeting. Then start every meeting with a focus statement. So we want to keep our team focused on every decision we're making, and we want that decision aligned with where we want our business to be. So it is valuable to always refocus everybody at the meeting of, here's where we're going, here's the big goals for this year, here are the priorities we've set for the business. So everyone has that frame before we start creating new priorities and creating new goals and objectives. Get the frame out so everybody knows what's important, and we make these decisions in context. We want to have that context for it. And also, just kind of a little bonus statement with this is this focus as leaders. If you're going to participate in the discussion, you need to get someone else in there to facilitate the discussion. Have someone whose job it is to facilitate and note take versus participating in the meeting. The people who need to be part of that discussion need to be part of the discussion. And it's really hard to coordinate and take notes if you're also trying to participate in the meeting. So start every meeting with focus, and you be focused if you're the leader involved in this meeting. And then finally, kind of a bonus one, I'm throwing in a 4th topic today, 4th little training bonus for you is 1, close the meeting with intention. Have some rules around how you hold meetings in your business or among your team. And a great rule to have is, look, it's hard to get 2 people to agree 100% on something, much less 4 or 5. So you have to have an understanding that 80% agreement in a meeting means 100% commitment when you walk out the door. We cannot leave meetings non-aligned as a leadership team. If we all leave the leadership team meeting unaligned, we're not going to see the success or the outcomes that we just discussed in the meeting. So even if you don't 100% agree with the decision, you need to be, as part of that team, 100% committed to that decision. That's how we run a successful business. Also, develop some key talking points, 3 or 4 bullets that everybody, when they leave the meeting, communicates to their teams. Consistent messaging reduces confusion. It reduces disruption. Consistent messaging coming out from that meeting. Follow up to the attendees of the meeting with a written summary. Who's accountable for each item? What's the timeline we agreed to? And what are the resources we agreed to provide? Get focused in the meeting. Get consistent outcomes so everybody walks out of the meeting on the same page with the same understanding so that we actually achieve the goals we set out to achieve. Great English there. So thank you for joining today. Here are your 4. We had 4 actionable tips in today's session on Clear Path Leadercast. 1, what are the 4 types of meetings? The 4 reasons to have a meeting: learning, innovation, commitment, or alignment. That's it. Kill the status update meeting. Right now, as you're watching this video, go out into your calendar if you're the leader, kill the status update meeting and tell everybody to submit an email with their bullet points. It's all you need. 2, start each meeting with a plan and desired outcome. Make sure the topics are vetted in advance. People have the information they need to make a decision. Don't waste people's time through a verbal discussion of things or verbal presentation when they can do a pre-read in advance. Kill that PowerPoint. Nobody will care. 3, start every meeting focused. Focus in at the beginning of the meeting, restate the larger vision, goals, and priorities for the business so everybody has that context. It may seem stupid, but putting that in context at the beginning of the meeting is going to help your team stay focused. And then finally, close the meeting with intention. 80% agreement is 100% commitment. Do it in writing, have talking points so everybody walks out on the same page, so all the members of the team have the same message when they go forward. This is how we make our meetings more effective. It is insane that over the last few years during the pandemic, as we shifted to Zoom meetings, people are actually in more meetings than ever. Nothing is getting done when people are packed with meetings all day. Be focused on what you're trying to have your meetings. Make sure your meetings don't suck. If the highlight of your meetings is the snarky text messages that you probably don't even see as the leader, then you're not having great meetings. When you look around and everybody is disengaged during that meeting, their cameras are off, you can see them head down typing, you're wasting their time with the meeting. They're not gaining value. So make sure your meetings are valuable for everybody. So that is it. I would love to know what topics you'd like to discuss. So if you have thoughts, drop them in the comments, #replay, and give me some comments on things you'd like to see covered in future episodes of Clear Path Leadercast. Until next time, my name is Craig Anderson. I am the president and leadership confidence coach for Clear Path Coaching and Consulting. I would love to talk to you. If you'd like to figure out how to better implement these things in your business, set up some time for us to connect. clearpathcoaches.com/intro call. Actually, I had somebody tell me the other day, in just that half-hour call, I got more focus out of a half-hour time with you than I ever had before. So thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.